Hey yo, what's going on? It's me, the disembodied voice guy on the internet. Dylan, D-Man the Voice, fucking whatever. Um, I'm back again, doing another one of these new videos, cause I'm just waiting for my auditions to come back. So I figured, why not hop on here and do something that could be seen as productive, you know what I'm saying? Uh, so we're gonna read another "Am I the A-hole" on here, and this one I looked at it. It's kind of long, but the title's a real doozy. So yeah, without any further adoosville, baby doll. Shout out if you get that reference. God, I hate that show. Let's get into this. What I'm doing here. Yeah. All right, boys and girls, they, them, friends of all shapes and sizes. The White House may have invalidated you, but I won't. Let's see here. Am I the a-hole for not allowing my ex and former best friend to take my kids out of state for a week to heal and recover after she was left unable to have children? Yikes! Huh? So I'm assuming the ex and former best friend, so like her ex and former best friend are together? I bet there's a story there, huh? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, let's get into this. I'm sure this is gonna be fun, huh? I have 2 children under 12 with my ex. We divorced 5 years ago after I found out he and my former best friend were having an affair. Oh, shit. That's a spicy first couple sentences, huh? They both tried to apologize and asked for it not to ruin everything. Yeah, you ruined everything when you decided to fuck each other. But their actions had already ruined everything. Yeah. They tried, yeah. Yeah. I hate the 2 of them, as you should. You know, that's your prerogative. I no longer care about how they're doing. But for my kids' sake, I remain civil. That's fair enough. That's big of you. That's more than a lot of parents do after a breakup and a broken home situation. A lot of parents get petty and keep the kids from their parent, because I'm big on, just because the parent hurt you and your ex hurt you, right? They cheat on you, whatever. It doesn't mean that they are bad parents and you should keep them from their kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. That's good of her. I have never badmouthed them to my kids. Good. I've never told my kids what happened. Good, that's something they should learn on their own, if ever. I would never want my kids to be harmed more by their father's actions than they already were. Yeah. And sounds like a good mom to me. I like this so far. And the divorce was tough for them, and they had a hard time coming to terms with the changes. That's fair. They really need therapy for some adjustment issues. They still need therapy for some adjustment issues, and that have remained. My former best friend hasn't helped it either by trying to continue on as best friends despite her actions. Bitch, you gonna fuck my man and then act like we're still besties? I hate you. Bitch, I hate you. I'll see you around because you happen to be dating my kid's father, but I don't fuck. Die today. Die right now today. I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. The fuck. Still trying to be best friends after you banged her. I never understood that. People still being friends with somebody after they betrayed them like that. That happens. A lot of times with dudes, honestly. Yeah, he fucked my girl, but we're still cool. They hate her, and then, still, it doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, it also didn't help that the kids went from their parents living together to their dad living with their mom's former friend. Yeah, I'm sure that's a doozy. But again, my primary focus has been on my children, as it should be. I love my kids more than I hate those 2 repulsive individuals. I like this girl. She's very well spoken. Repulsive. That's a good word, isn't it? Just repulsive. It means every time she sees them, she just retches. I mean, amazing. I love my kids more than myself, which is why I work so hard to be civil in front of my kids, because the last thing I wanted was to make nice with them. But my kids love their dad, and that has never changed. See, that's good, right? She has her own feelings about it, as she is entitled to do, but she's not putting those onto her kid. This is a good mom here. This is a good mom. I like this. All right. My ex and this woman are now married. This woman, I like how she refers to her best friend as this woman, are now married and are tried to have children together. How nice. In December, she had her 10th miscarriage. Jesus Christ! 10th? God! Shit, like, I don't want to be insensitive, but I feel like you should have stopped trying way before 10. Like, clearly you're not supposed to be, you're not supposed to have kids. That's sad to say. I feel bad for saying that, but like, cause like that's a horrible thing to have to go through. But 10 times, it took you 10 times to realize that maybe you don't have a hospitable environment and should look into other options. You know what I'm saying? 10, Lord. 10th minute, she had to be rushed to the hospital and into surgery with her unable to get pregnant again. Sounds like she was unable to get pregnant before. Jesus Christ. But now she, like, actually can't. Like, they gave her, like, a hysterectomy or something, I imagine. Doesn't matter. I got a call from my ex telling me all this and asking me to bring the children to the hospital to stay until she was ready to leave. Why? Why would she do that? Okay. It was my parenting time, so I told him I would not bring them to sit and wait. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, like, can you please bring the kids for what? To sit in a hospital while she bawls her eyes out, I'm sure? Like, because she's in a very, like, raw emotional state right now, so you want me to bring my kids to sit there and watch her cry her eyes out in a very vulnerable time. Why? For what? Who's that gonna help? Hey everybody, sorry for cutting the audio there. My dog was being an asshole, so I had to get up and deal with that. Apparently other dogs aren't allowed to be outside without him screaming his goddamn head off. So, anyway, back to what I was reading. He was very unsettled and told me to bring the kids by, and he'd get them to ask me to let them stay. I don't know what that means. He was very unsettled and told me to bring the kids by, and he'd get them to ask me to let them stay. I don't... What? That sentence doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. I told him that wasn't happening. He made no more contact after that, and he didn't take the kids for his parenting time either or contact me about it. Nice. Very mature. His mom reached out, and she told me he refused to leave the hospital. He didn't see them until his parenting time came around again, and she was released. There was a new tension in the air at that point. He was furious with me for keeping the kids from sitting vigil in the hospital with him. Seriously. Like, what were the kids supposed to do? Just sit there and watch you be miserable? Watch the two of you be miserable? That's what you wanted your kids there to just sit there and watch you be miserable. Right? Like, what? If that was really what you wanted, then why didn't you take them during your parenting time? Why did you refuse to take them when what became your time and you were still there, right? If you really wanted that, like, you could have done that, but she just didn't want you to take away from her time with them to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all right. Now we have another dilemma that's become an issue. My ex booked a healing getaway, for them, and they want the kids to go along. Okay? It happens during my week, and it's a school week. See, I feel like he's doing that on purpose. Why would you schedule it during a week that you know that she has the kids? Why would you intentionally do that? Right? Why not schedule it during a week you have them? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? Because he clearly knows what weeks are his and what weeks are hers. And so why wouldn't you choose to schedule it during a week when you have them anyway? Why is he trying to take away from her time to do this shit? That's my question. He also wants to take his weeks as normal before and after that. So he would have them for 3 consecutive weeks. Jeez, wants almost a whole month with them? That's not, I'm sure y'all probably worked out some kind of legal parenting plan thing. I'm sure that's not it. Sure sounds like a week on, week off situation. From what he stated, he would potentially keep them out of school for that long so the kids can be there to help her recover and grieve, knowing she has them, was how he explained it to me. You want them to miss 3 weeks of school for this? That, I mean, barring, taking the time she has with her kids away from her already, now you're taking them out of school, going to have them behind by 3 weeks in school, which if anybody who has kids or has ever been a kid knows that is huge. 3 weeks, a week is huge. 3 weeks, that's almost irredeemable. Like, you can't hardly come back from that. Like, that's crazy. 3 weeks of school. For what? For what? Because she's sad? Like, what? Because she's sad. They're not emotional support animals. Like, what are we doing here? Okay, these kids have lives. They can't just drop everything and go with you on this getaway cruise because she went through something traumatic and awful. Which, you know, I feel for her. That's horrible. But how about you be there for her as her husband, and the kids continue to live their lives, right? And they'll be around when it's their time to be around, and they can provide their support if they choose to around then. You know what I'm saying? I said no, as you should, and explained that I was not letting him take them out of school for a week just for her. I told him the kids are not their emotional support, and to get them through this, and therapy is significantly better. Yeah, right. Like, yeah, okay, so she's saying that if they really want to get through this hard time, they should go to therapy together. Like, yeah. Therapy would be better than using your kids as an emotional support crutch. Exactly. I told him I didn't approve of them missing extended school time period, but I wasn't giving up my week for it. He tried to state the week he missed should be made up for, but our court-ordered parenting plan states if a parent voluntarily doesn't take their week without an agreed-upon make-up period, then the other doesn't need to give up a week in return. Oh, she this is all outlined legally. So bro is trying to go outside the... Why do people always do that? Why you get a parenting plan, you set it up through the courts and everything, and then they try to fuck with it. Like, there's even, like, shit in place in case, like, things happen. But, like, you have to communicate and talk to each other about it. That's what co-parenting is. Yeah, this guy's annoying me. I pointed this out to him, and he asked me how I could be so by the book about this. Because we have a parenting plan for a reason, bro. I hate you. But you're still entitled to see your kids. But I'm not gonna bend over backwards and break up my plans to accommodate you and the girl you cheated on me with. Like, what are we talking about here? He said human decency would state I should be willing to put aside our differences at a time like this. Fuck you! No! What? Like I said, die today! Like, I don't, like me as an outside looking in, right? I feel bad for just one human to another as the woman going through the miscarriages and not being able to have kids. That's awful, right? But like, if I'm her in this situation, if I'm the woman who's the writer of this post, the woman who's been wronged, right, in the past by this post, like, fuck you. I don't care. I don't care that she had all those miscarriages. I don't care that she can't have kids. That's not my fucking problem, is it? Right? Like, you're going through a hard time. Damn, that's crazy. That's also not my fucking problem, is it? Like, human decency? Human decency would also dictate you didn't fucking cheat on me, bitch. But, you know, here we are. So, like human decency and you two, as far as I'm concerned, have nothing to do with each other, okay? I do what is legally ordered by the courts to do in terms of being civil for our kids, but I'm not going above and beyond for you and that harlot. The fuck you talking about? Die today! Like, what? And that school isn't more important than family. The motherfucker... Yeah, but this isn't like... Nobody's dying, okay? And this isn't like... a serious, I mean, like, you're going through a hard time, but again, that's not the kids' problem, and they shouldn't miss 3 weeks of school because she's sad about a bad thing that happened to her. That's not, like I said, they're not emotional support animals. He asked me how I would feel if she ends her life. Oh, God, here we go. He asked me how I would feel if she ends her life because of this, and my refusal was part of the reason why. Oh, God, pack your bags, kids. We're going on a guilt trip. Jesus, you're trying to say, like, what if she killed herself because of this? How would you feel? Honestly, I'd feel great, right? Like, if I'm her, I'm like, that would honestly be great for me if that happened, right? I don't think you understand. I hate her. I hate her, and I hate you. The only reason we talk at all is because we have kids together. You know what I'm saying? But, like, what if she ended her life because of this? I'd throw a fucking party. Like, what are we talking about here? I don't care. I don't, like I said, if I'm her, I don't care. I don't care what happens to her. I don't care about anything. Like, how would I feel if she ended her life? Like, pretty good, actually. I don't know. Wouldn't have to deal with this shit anymore, would I? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's insensitive, but I don't care. I told him I wouldn't feel anything. Oh, shit. She didn't go as savage as me, but she said it. She said that part. She said, I wouldn't feel anything, because that's it, right? That's the part, right? Like, I went kind of hardcore with it because that's who I am. But like, she just, I wouldn't feel anything at all. You goddamn right. That's the least. I wouldn't feel anything at all. Like, die today. I keep saying that, but like, I don't die right now today. That's a Kevin Gates reference, if y'all didn't know that. I told him they lost all their rights to me to feel something for them when they betrayed me, and I would not be manipulated into agreeing. Oh! Say that shit. Say that part. That's exactly right. Right? Like, you don't get to, like, y'all two wronged me deeply, right? Like, why would I feel bad for either of you in any situation after what you did to me? Fuck you. Fuck both of you. Like, what human decency? You don't get that. You don't get human decency, okay? Like I said, I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're lucky if I called 911 if I saw you getting your shit rocked. Like, I don't care what happens to you. I don't care what happens to her. I care what happens to our kids, and our kids love you, and you love them, so they get to see you, and you see them, and that's great. But I don't care what happens to you. The fuck? He's pushing very hard for this and trying to guilt me into agreeing. I know I might be overly harsh in my response to this, so I wanted to ask if people believe I'm wrong or not. Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think you're harsh enough. I think you are being perfectly within your rights, perfectly civil, perfectly fine, saying that I wouldn't feel anything. I wouldn't feel anything about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I adhere to our parenting plan, and I am civil with both of you for the sake of our children. But beyond that, I'm not. What he's asking is beyond the pale, right? What he's asking is above and beyond. And you go above and beyond for people you love. You go above and beyond for people that love you. You go above and beyond for people that deserve it, people that care for you, that you care for, people that, you know, are there part of your family, your chosen family, your whatever. Like, that's who you go above and beyond for, right? You go above and beyond for your kids, for your everybody. But like, pretty people you definitely don't go above and beyond for are your ex and ex-best friend, who fucked each other while you were together and are now together and having their happy little apple pie life over there. Like we don't go above and beyond for them, right? Right? We don't go above and beyond. So him being like, have some human decency. No. No. Like, not for you. Not for either one of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure she's thinking in her head right now, this might be kind of evil and dark to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, because... But I bet she's thinking in her head, with, like, all those miscarriages and, like, her not being able to have kids now and everything, she's like, karma, bitch! I guarantee that, but she's thinking in her head right now, she's like, that's what you fucking get, whore! I bet that's what she's thinking. I guarantee you that's what she's thinking in her head. That's what I'd be thinking, you know, clearly, because I'm the one who's, you know, here now. But, like... God. Now, the guilt tripping is wild, too. The guilt tripping is absolutely insane, trying to, be like, what if she kills herself? What if this? What if that? Like, I don't care. I don't care what happens to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, insane. Absolutely insane. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments if you feel like it. Or don't. I don't care. It's time for the end. All right. That's the end of another one. Thanks for listening if you did. Wild, huh? Wild. I know I swear a lot. I do. I know I swear. It's how I talk. It's just, if you don't like it, you can listen to other people. That's fine with me. I swear a lot. I'm very harsh in some of the things I say. I'm very direct. I'm very outspoken. I have my own thoughts and feelings on things, and I will voice them, and you don't have to agree with me. But I'm going to say what I say and mean it and stand on it. That's just what I do. At any rate, yeah, thanks for listening and whatever. It's time for the only thing from the remnants of the old videos that I keep around and will always be around, as I've always said, and that's time for the special message, everybody. I said it at the end. The special message, everybody. I said it. You know, sometimes you just slip into old habits, you know what I'm saying? But the special message today is, you know, don't let people guilt you, right? Don't let people guilt you into shit. Don't let people, like, we heard today about a story, right, about, like, this dude trying to guilt this woman into, letting her, all this stuff with the kids and everything. And, like, you shouldn't let anybody guilt you into things, but especially people who have wronged you, who have openly wronged you. They're not entitled to anything from you. They're not entitled to sympathy, whatever. Like, if you choose to forgive them and everything and, be the bigger person, whatever, then more power to you. But regardless of your personal feelings on it, whether you forgive them, you hold a grudge, you move on, whatever, don't let them think that they are entitled to anything from you, right? They are entitled to what you deign to give them, right, through your own grace. Right, they don't get to guilt you into shit. They don't get to try and convince you of anything. Right, like this guy and this woman, they wronged the poster of this. They wronged this woman, and so have the audacity now to try and guilt her into all this and act like she's now a bad person after everything they did to her. Like, absolutely not. Like, she's not doing anything crazy. She's not actively hurting them. Right, she's not doing anything. She's not trying to take his kids from him. She's not sending people after him. She's not doing anything. She's not trying to actively hurt. All she's doing is adhering to their plan, right, that they set up, and keeping it straight. Not bending, not going above and beyond for the sake of him and his girl, which is exactly right. So, like, the guilt is insane. So my point is, don't let anybody guilt you into anything that you don't want to do, right? You only have to do what you want to do. And, like, obviously you make compromises and maybe you do something that you don't necessarily want to do for somebody you love or whatever, but, like, if it's for somebody you love and care about, you should want to do it on some level, right? Maybe it's not like your favorite thing, but you still, like, want to do it because it helps them. You know what I'm saying? But, like, don't let anybody guilt you or twist you up or manipulate you into doing anything, above and beyond and it makes you feel like you're a bad person if you don't break your back to support them. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, everybody, hopefully that message gets through. Just take care of yourself is my point, and take care of yourself, you and yours. Don't let anybody, try to make you bend or break for them, So with all that being said, thanks for hanging out. This one's longer than the other ones were. That's because the story was longer. But at any rate, that's the end of this one. Bye.